Good evening, I'm Brianna Collins. Gun violence was a major problem in Champaign County in 2020. The Champaign Police Department is now calling it an epidemic. Fox Illinois' Hensley explains the shocking toll it's having on some officers and what happens next.
Champaign police have said that retaliation between different groups in the community is what has led to the rise in gun violence last year. Police are continuing to try to find new ways to get into the community to say that this is not okay.
It's a grave concern. It's like a pandemic in a sense.
Champaign police are now calling the gun violence crisis they have seen since the beginning of 2020 a public health crisis and an epidemic, with officers feeling the toll of it on themselves.
It's a driving force that is likely going to force me out of this job. I plan to leave this summer, so it's very frustrating.
Detective Sergeant David Griffith says the rise has been unacceptable in the community. There were 100 gun-related incidents in 2019. That includes any time a gun was fired. There were 189 last year alone. And homicides rose from 2 to 10 last year. Griffith says the amount of crimes has made it hard to recover the firearms.
Still out there on the streets, and even though we're seizing firearms on a regular basis, there's still a lot out there.
Police are not classifying the suspects as gangs, even though much of it is retaliatory.
It's hard to classify them as a gang considering the few numbers sometimes, and the ages and how they operate.
What are the next steps? Griffith says that work with convicted felons and the community coalition has helped, but that it isn't enough.
In reality, those efforts are just not enough. It's going to take people within the community, and likely those who are close to those that are involved in the gun violence to say enough is enough.
And Griffith says that the fight will take more than just law enforcement and city officials to cut down on this violence, that parents and family members need to get more involved to cut down on the violence and the need for division in the community. Reporting in studio, Hensley, back to you.